Alright, welcome back again to Seedtime and Harvest. We're actually inside my garage, and what I plan on doing today with you is, as my boy said earlier, we're going to use this utility cart to sprout our seeds. So stay tuned, and we'll show you how we're going to do that. These are full spectrum LED grow lights. Now they do not provide heat, they're high efficiency, so it's very good on electricity. However, we still need heat in the winter for us to be able to sprout. So we're using also a heater. It's just a regular thermostat heater that we bought to provide the heat that is necessary for the sprouting of the seed. So we're going to use the light in connection with the heat for us to be able to grow indoors. So I've already put these up. I'm going to show you how I did it. So you bend the ends right here, and then you come over here and put it in like that. Go on the other side, do the same thing. And then you bring it up here like that. Zip tie it there. Zip tie there, and these we're going to bring all the way to the top. Just like that. And we're going to adjust these and cut the ends. There you go. We have some perlite, worm cast, and some peat moss. We're mixing it in with some compost, and this is what we're going to use as seed starter. For our seed trays, and we're going to go ahead and fill these up with dirt.
And since we're gardening indoors, it's very important to make sure that your soil is very loose and so it drains well, because as you know, the air circulation is not as great as it would be outside, so you will actually get a lot of bugs in your garage and mold if your soil is too loose, too wet, with clumps. So that's why we use the peat moss and the perlite, so we can have a well-drained soil. This is my shoebox seed tray. Keeps my seeds organized all the way from letter A through W, so it's easy to keep track of my seeds, as well as I know when they're expiring, coming up. Also keep my labels and a Sharpie in here so that I can label my seeds. However, by their fruit you shall know them. So today in our seed tray we're going to start some cucumbers. We have Ashley cucumbers here that we're going to get started. And we may do two. We may do some cucumbers and corn. We'll do half the tray with cucumber and half the tray with corn. These are the Batman corn. Excellent for growing in Florida. Here we have the labels that we're going to put in our tray. The corn, and the Bantam corn, and the Ashley cucumbers. If I don't have enough cucumber seeds to start, then I'll just add another variety, but I think I should have enough. With cucumbers, I generally do 2 per cell, just in case one doesn't germinate. We have a better chance of sprouting, or a better chance of having a sprouted cucumber. So just 1, 2 per cell. And the same thing for the corn. I'm going to do 2 per cell. Just to let you know the depth of your seeds, the back of the seed packet will tell you how deep your seed should go. And this says space between 4 to 6 inches. And the planting depth is 1/2 inch to 1 inch for the cucumber. And the corn as well is going to be 1 inch. So I'm just going to use my Sharpie and push them down. And I like seed starting. Very good math activity for children too. Just gonna water it lightly. When I use water bottle, I always try to fill up with rainwater or well water and keep them in the garage so that they're easily accessible.
So Sharice just put that tray on top of a heat mat that is connected to here. Here we have our breaker surge protector, so that way we can connect everything without having any difficulty of breaking or causing electrical shortage. And then we're going to go ahead and put the tray on top, the plastic cover on top, and make a greenhouse effect. If it has too much humidity, then you open it up and allow some moisture out, but we will keep it closed for now. And then with the heat from underneath, you're going to have the greenhouse effect here, which will help the sprouting of the seeds.
And these seeds take about 6 to 8 days to germinate. Alright, so we have our shelf all set up. We have 2 lights on this shelf, 2 on this, and 1 on this one. If you notice, these lights are a little higher because the plants here are bigger for these 2, and the one underneath is lower because the plants are, of course, not as big. And we have seed starting underneath, so those don't need any lights. And plus we have the heating mat under there, and we have the stand-up heater right beside. So these plants on top, we're going to get ready to put them in the garden, and as the plants grow, we'll move them up. And this is an excellent way to get your plants started ahead of spring so that there is no delay. Okay, so while it's cold outside, you can have your plants going so that you can have a head start on your garden. So go ahead, get some grow lights, get a rack, and get your seeds started, and happy planting.